Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. We are back on the dev server and we are having a look at a new vehicle that is coming to the Chinese tech tree. This is the J-10C, and guess what? It's an upgraded version of the J-10 that we already have in the game. Seems like this update, there are a lot of new jets coming in, but they're pretty much just upgraded versions of the ones that we already have. If you have a look at the J-10C, you will find it in the left-hand line past the J-10A, which it's an upgrade of. Also, you'll have to get past the Mirage 2005 EI before reaching this vehicle, which I'm sure you'll be able to do. The J-10C gets a bunch of different upgrades, more missiles, but one of the big ones is found on the X-ray. It is the radar. This vehicle has the KLJ-10A model radar. This one is China's AESA radar, and it can target 20 targets at the same time, and also has a pretty decent search zone, which isn't the largest, but it's bigger than some others that are around. You also have all of the other things that you would ever want from a radar like this, so overall, the platform is looking pretty juicy because of that. This vehicle is also powered by the AL31FN Series 3 engine, which has a lot of afterburner thrust, especially since this vehicle isn't exactly the biggest, means that it will go very far with that engine. It also has the 23mm Type 23-3 cannon, one which I personally am not a huge fan of, but I know some people who are, so that exists. The RWR is the KJ8602A, which I don't think has changed since the previous J10, even though a lot of the other parts of this vehicle have been upgraded quite aggressively compared to its predecessor. You also have a lot of large caliber countermeasures. You have 72 of them on the vehicle itself, but no additional ones that you can add, which would be kind of nice for the vehicle itself. So, looking at some of the other factors of the vehicle, here are all the modifications that you can get on it, and also the missiles, which I'm sure a lot of people have been looking forward to. There has been the PL-15 spotted in the files, wandering around. There also has been a bunch of anti-ship missiles and cruise missiles, which have been spotted in the files for China, but at least at the moment, that is not something which is on this vehicle. Right now, you have access to the PL-12s, and you can see that you can actually bring 8 of them, which is quite nice. They have the dual pylon setups, and then also you have the PLA-Bs, which are the IR all-aspect IRCCM missiles that the Chinese use. So if you want access to the most missiles, you can bring 10 of them. You can bring 8 of the PL-12s, the active radar homing one, and then you can bring some of the PLA-Bs too. And you can see that on some of them, they're not fully there yet, but they'll get there, as they always do. Looking at the other parts of this machine, this is multi-role, very much similar to a lot of the other fighters in the game, so it does get access to more ground ordnance, not as many as you would find in other vehicles. You have the drag bombs, you have also access to the laser GNSS bombs, which are quite nice. There are some other GB3s in the files which are IR bombs, so you'll probably get some more GB3s in here too. More dumb bombs and glide bombs, the LS6s going in and having the extended range because of the glide mechanic. You also have the GB500s, which are the laser-guided bombs, along with the 1000s, which actually get access to GNSS, which is a huge improvement over it. More dumb bombs and also the 250s, which get the GNSS too. And the good old LS6 250s as well, plus some rockets. But I think generally what people are going to do is mainly just run the missiles and use this as an air superiority fighter, especially if the idea of the Su-30, the MKK, is coming in for China as well, which isn't fully confirmed, but was on the leak list, and everything else on the leak list has come true so far. There also gets the Ying's 3 targeting pod, which is a fantastic name for any targeting pod, which they should definitely add to everything, just because the name itself is fantastic. So yeah, that's the vehicle. It's just a slightly upgraded J10, pretty much upgraded in every single way. The only thing that isn't really upgraded is the cockpit. It's the same as what you've seen previously, because, well, the cockpit was pretty cool previously. Now it's still really awesome. So yeah, look forward to this vehicle. If you enjoy the Chinese tech tree, you'll have a great time with it, as you will all of these new top tier bangers. This is the year of the AESA, and they're topping it off with all of these vehicles with these new fandangled TWS ESAs too, plus some really cool HMDs, and also some HUDs which are coming in for vehicles such as the Hornet, and also things that are around the place like the Rafale. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.
I'd just like to thank GMG Smiley, CD Beans, Chieftain Mike, EMN3 Galaxy, Tulio Pontecorvo, Brendan Quinn, Carrion Crow, Gus Irenicus, Pyman, Wartinder, Teddy, Daniel Stanton, Martinez, B. Young, Ozzy Panzer, Alan Hacker, Liam Shear, Opium Prime, Lafouche, Sem, Aslan, Uncle Bean, and Derek R. for supporting the channel.